Hey guys, welcome to another video for basics of Android app development using Java. This is the fourth video of our series. This video is on the behalf of IEEE committee of KJ Somaya Institute of Engineering and Information Technology. In this video, we will learn about intents. Will we learn today what is an intent, types of intent, that is implicit intent and explicit intent, uses of intent and data passing using intent. What is intent? An intent is a messaging object you can use to request an action from another app component. The types of intent. Implicit intent. The implicit intents do not name a specific component but instead declare a general action to perform, which allow a component from another app to handle it. For example, if you want to show a user the location on a map, you can use an implicit intent to request that another capable app to show a preferred location on the map. Explicit intent. Explicit intent specify which application will satisfy the intent by supplying either the target app's package name or a fully qualified component class name. You will typically use an explicit intent to start a component in your own app because you know the class name for the activity or service you want to start. For example, you might start a new activity within your app in response to a user action or start a service to download a file in the background. This figure illustrates us the working of an intent. Activity A creates an intent with an action description and passes it to the start activity. Then the Android system searches for all apps for an intent filter that matches the intent, and when the match is found, the system starts the matching activity, that is the activity B, by invoking its onCreate method and passing it the intent. I'll demonstrate you how the intent works. So initially we'll just create a simple app where on pressing a button we will jump from one activity to another. So let's start. We'll make this coordinate constraint layout as a relative layout. Let it be the text view. Here we'll make this as a first activity. We'll remove all this stuff and we'll align it in center. So now we'll create another activity. So go to file, new, in the below find activity, from here an empty activity. So just name it as activity 2 or whatever you like and then finish. Now we'll again do the same thing, convert this constraint layout into a relative layout. Here we'll need a text view. We'll also align this in center. And the text we'll write is second activity. Now here we'll add a button also in the first activity. Button next, and ID is button 2, so let it be. Now we'll go to the Java part of the main activity. Here we'll define a button. Here we'll bind it. Now we'll do a set on click listener where we'll move from one activity to another activity. So button dot set on click listener, new on click listener, and we'll get this code and type intent equals new intent, and we'll write this file name, that is main activity dot this, and the location of the next activity, that is activity2 dot class, and then start activity and pass this intent variable here. Now we are done. So just run our application. I'll just install it. See, app is installed, but we forgot to align this button in the center. Let it be. See, this shows this is a first activity. Now when I click the next button, I'll come to second activity. That's the explicit intent. I'll demonstrate you how to pass data from one activity to another. For that, we'll go to activity main.xml. We'll keep this text view and button as it is, and we'll also add a plain text where we'll enter a phone number. If we do not align any of the views, then it will by default set to the top left. So we'll align this edit text below the button. So we'll use layout below, and the ID of button is button 2. In this text we'll write hint name to phone number. And input type to phone. We'll keep this layout width and height as it is. Now we'll go to the main activity.java. Here we'll define the edit text. We'll bind it here. Now, since we want that on pressing a button the data should pass, so inside the click listener of a button will fetch the data from the edit text. So string data equals edit text dot get text to string. Now after this intent we'll add another line, intent dot put extra with a key, that is data, and pass our variable data which contains the phone number. Now in the second activity, in this text view we'll display our data. So we'll go here, we'll define that text view, bind that text view. Now we'll get those data from the previous activity. So intent I equals get intent. This fetches the data from here. Then I dot get string extra, and then we'll pass our key, that is data. Now since we wish to display the phone number in this text view, so we'll write text view dot set text phone, but we didn't define the phone. The phone basically is string phone. Phone is the variable where we'll define our data we fetched from the previous activity. So now we'll run that. See, our app is installed now. Now we'll enter our phone number and clicking the next. We can see the phone number we entered. See, so that's the explicit intent. Now we'll see the example of implicit intent. I'll show you how you can call someone, share data with someone, or go to a particular website with a URL. For this, I'll just make this as a linear layout. I'll add orientation here as a vertical. Then from the design part, I'll just take 3 buttons, simple buttons. I'll change their ID to btn call. I'll write here call, and this ID to btn share. I'll write share here. This ID to btn search and search here. Now again we'll come to the main activity. Here we'll define all the 3 buttons: btn call, btn share, and btn search. We defined. Now we'll bind it here. Now we'll get a click listener on each of these button. So button call on set on click listener, and then I'll write intent. Here I'll take intent.action dial because we need to call someone. Then I'll write intent.set data, that will be uri.parse. Since we are calling someone, so we'll write tell, and then append here the phone number of that person. We are done with this, and last will be start activity and pass intent. So we are done with the calling section. Now we'll go to the sharing part. Here I will use intent dot action send. So action send basically does is it find all the application from your device where you can share the data. Then here we'll write intent dot set type. So the type is basically text slash plain in this case. And then we'll also write our data which we need to share. So intent dot put extra, write extra, you will get the hints. From here select intent dot extra text and then write the data. So data will be So this is our data, and at the end we'll write start activity and pass intent here. We are done with the sharing part also. Now we will go for the search section. Again we'll do the same thing, intent, then variable. Here we'll use intent.actionView because we need to see something from the URL. And then again intent dot set data. Here we'll write URI dot parse, and inside that we'll write the URL, which is this is our Instagram handle of IEEE committee. And then start activity and pass intent here. We are done with all this. So we'll run our application now. See, when I click this call button, I get an option. See, so this is the number, same here. Now when I click the share button, I get an option. I'll just copy it to clipboard and I'll show you. See, now here I'll paste. See, this data is what we wrote here. And then when I click on search, it will redirect me to my Instagram handle. And we are to our IEEE page. So thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for the further videos.